Hey beauty, if you just received your makeup, I want to show you how to build your palette. So if you've seen some of my videos, you've probably seen me going through my all-in-one compact for my entire face. I have a couple different palette sizes that I usually go back and forth between. This one is perfect for travel. I have everything I need for my whole entire face in this one compact. So if I've just color matched you, you probably received your compact, and depending on which size you went with, this is a very easy beginner palette that holds the 4 colors for your face. Or you could have picked a double decker like this one here, but I wanted to just take a minute to show you how to build your palette, how to fill it out once you receive your product, and talk about how to apply those then for the very first time. If you haven't been color matched by me yet and you're interested, just fill out the link in my bio or comment makeup and I would love to help you. When you get your makeup, you'll get it in these fun little tins. They're so cute. I love the packaging, but they'll come in these magnetic tins, or they're metal, and they'll pop into your magnetic palette. And you'll have each color that I've color matched you to for a specific reason, and we'll talk about that. If you have any questions at any point in time, just let me know. Normally what I'll suggest is that you fill out your palette the way that you'll apply it. And sometimes I'll start with my brightening highlight shade, sometimes I'll start with my contour, but whatever feels most comfortable for you is kind of how I would recommend filling out your palette. So then that way you naturally go through the steps of your palette. So you'll just take your magnetic tin, your makeup, this is my brightening shade, and then you just slide it out. Boom. Just like that, and you'll just pop it right into your palette. And you'll hear it click just like that, and there is your brightening shade. And now we're gonna apply that. All right, so I like to apply with my fingers, and we're just gonna apply that to the corners of our eyes. We're gonna avoid putting a lot of product down here because we don't wanna cake it, we don't want it creasing, we want to look youthful, and so we're gonna avoid that area. We're gonna do a quick line down our nose, the top, and here. Okay, the second shade that we're color matched to is our main foundation shade. So we'll slide that out of the tin and we will pop that right into our compact. And now we'll apply that. So when applying our main foundation shade, we want to kind of go in all the other areas that we're not going to apply, like contour or our brightening shade. And so I just like to dot that in all the other areas that I will need coverage, and just leaving some places where I know that I'm going to contour. Okay, the third shade for our compact is our contour. Whoops, it got stuck. We'll pop that out and place that right into our palette, and then we'll apply our contour shade next. Okay, for contouring, we want to go at the top of our forehead to create some shadow, and again, you can do this all with your finger. And then you want to start at the top of your ear and just kind of go a little bit in. You don't want to go too far, maybe to like the middle of your eye or just shy of that area. That will help provide lift. And this is actually a little bit a lighter contour shade than I usually go with, but this is kind of my winter contour. And then down the side of our nose, to kind of slim out the nose, and then on the jawline, but just slightly above. You don't want to go too low because we want to give a slimming effect. Okay, the fourth component to our very basic beginner compact is our lip and cheek. We'll slide that out and just pop that into our palette, and then we will apply that to our lips and our cheeks. Okay, now we've applied our lip and cheek color, and now we're ready to blend, and this is where the magic happens. So we can blend with just one brush, and I usually go for my blush and bronzer brush because I really like how it spreads out the coverage, but you can use really any brush that you enjoy using. And it also will help determine the coverage that you have. And I can help you pick if you're only wanting to go with one brush at a time until you get really comfortable. This is a great all-around brush. This is great for underneath your eyes, and this is great for everything else. So depending on what your needs are, I can help you pick out a brush that's good for you. So now we're gonna go ahead and blend. And when we're blending, we want to start light to dark, and you don't have to worry about the colors getting muddled together. The brush doesn't really pick up a lot of the product. They're specially designed for cream makeup, so they don't get like muddy if you do it this way, and you don't have to worry about the next time you use it. It's all fine. It works. Trust the process. Okay, so we've applied everything and blended it out, and then this is our final look with just these 4 colors. However, depending on your skin needs, if you have redness, rosacea, melasma, any kind of discoloration that you would like to color correct, I may match you to some color correcting colors, and your palette may be a little bit bigger than this, or you may decide that you want to go to a double decker and have some additional colors in your palette. This may include a bronzer, an illuminator, some eyeshadows, some more lip and cheeks, depending on your preference and how fancy you want to get. You can keep it so simple and just have the 4 colors and do your entire face as I did here. I just went back and added mascara. I even I even fill in my brows with my contour, so it's very versatile. But I really do love bronzer, and I'll use that here in a second so that you can see how that really like brings in some warmth and some dimension. I really love illuminator for adding just a little bit of glow. And then of course some eyeshadows for when you're wanting to create, you know, a nice look with your eyes. So really depending on your budget, your preference, how much time you have, your lifestyle, you can create a palette that fits you and that you're going to use. This palette is everything that you want in it. You built it. So that's what I really love about it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my bronzer now. I'm going to dip my fluffy end of the brush, and I'm just going to kind of pinch it and put that in here to really pick up some of that product. And then I really just love to go like on the temples of my face, and then kind of around on the other side. Especially during the summer, and really even in the winter when you need some tan and some color and you don't have it, it's really great for that. And then kind of put it on my nose a little bit, bring it down, and I'll even bring it down to my neck because my face is much darker and a little redder than my neck is. So I'll bring it down. But it really adds that warmth and that glow. And then for my illuminator, you can use your finger or a brush, but just sweeping that on your cheekbone, you can see that sparkle it brings. And you can do it on your brow bone. Look at that. A little bit goes a long way with that. So sometimes what I'll do is then take my bigger brush and just kind of sweep it. But it's still there. You can see it like bam. Those are the 4 basic products to do your whole entire face. This takes it up a notch. So the bronzer, the illuminator, the eyeshadows, those take it up a notch. But you can build it, and you can use just these 4 and be fine. Here's the final look. If you have any questions about building a palette, let me know. And if you need a color match, just comment makeup or click the link in my bio, and I would be glad to match you. And let's get you set up so that you feel confident and beautiful and you find your glow.